Hello my dear students, welcome back to our English class. As you know, we have started the lesson The Proposal in the last two videos, and this is the last section of the drama The Proposal. I hope that you all understood the sessions that we have taken already, and today we are discussing about what happened to Lemov and Natalia, whether they accepted the proposal and whether they get married. So let's check what is going on in the drama. So let's continue the lesson. So in the last video we have discussed up to that Natalia understood that Lemov came therefore proposing her, and because of the palpitation Lemov is not ready to open her. Lemov is not in the condition to open his mind towards Natalia, and Natalia trying to change the subject of Oxen Meadows, the argument that they had on the subject Oxen Meadows. So Natalia now changes the subject Oxen Meadows to hunting. Okay, Lemov, I'm thinking of having a go at the Black Cock, honored Natalia Stepanova, after the harvest. Oh, have you heard? Just think, what a misfortune I have had. My dog Gus, who you know has gone lame. Natalia, what a pity. Why? Lemov, I don't know. Must have got his leg twisted or bitten by some other dog. Sighs. My very best dog, to say nothing of the expense. I gave Myrnov 125 rubles for him. Natalia, it was too much, Ivan Vasilyevich. Lemov, I think it was very cheap. He is a first-rate dog. Natalia, Papa gave 85 rubles for his Scuser, and Scuser is heaps better than Gus. Lemov, Scuser better than Gus? What an idea. Laughs. Scuser better than Gus. So, Natalia changes the topic into hunting. Then Lemov is saying that I am thinking of to go to Black Cock after the harvest. Black Cock is a place that they went for hunting. So they are planning to go at the Black Cock after the harvest. Then there is a misfortune is there because his dog, and his name was Gus, who became lame. Natalia then told Lemov what happened to him. Then Lemov is saying that I don't know, sometimes his leg was twisted or he was bitten by some other dog, and he is saying that my best dog, and I have given 125 rubles to Myrnov for buying my Gus. Then Natalia is saying that it was very too much, it was very huge amount, and Lemov is again telling that it was a cheap rate and he was a first-rate dog also. Then Natalia is arguing that her papa gave 85 rubles for their dog, and his name is that Natalia's dog's name is Scuser, and she is telling that Scuser is better than Gus. Then Lemov was surprised and he is laughing and telling the same thing, that is Scuser is better than Gus, and he did not admire that. He did not agree that Scuser is better than his dog Gus. So in this way they are going to start another argument, and this time the subject is about their dogs. Okay. So their argument on dogs are improving. Then Natalia is speaking. Natalia, of course he is better, of course. Scuser is young. He may develop a bit, but on points and pedigree, he is better than anything that even Volensky has got. Lemov, excuse me, Natalia Stepanova, but you forget that he is overshot. An overshot always means the dog is a bad hunter. Natalia, overshot? Is he? The first time I hear it. Lemov, I assure you that his lower jaw is shorter than the upper. Natalia, have you measured? Lemov, yes, he's all right at following, of course. But if you want to get hold of anything, so in this way they are again starting their argument about the dogs, and Natalia is saying that their dog Scuser was a pedigree. That means the descent, the breed. The Scuser's breed is better than anything that even a person. Wolanjewski is another famous person there. He has got. The Lemov is saying that no, Scuser is very overshot. Overshot means overconfident. And always overconfidence or overshot always means the dog is a bad hunter. Then Natalia is saying that I am hearing it for the first time that Scuser is overshot. Then Lemov is telling that I can assure you that Scuser's lower jaw is shorter than the upper jaw. Then Natalia asked to Lemov whether you measured. Then Lemov is telling that yes, he is all right at following. Following means hunting. That means he is chasing something. He is chasing, of course, but if you want to get hold of anything, if he is if he want to bite anything, then this lower jaw and upper jaw problem occurs. In this way, Lemov and Natalia continues their argument on the subject their dogs. Okay. Natalia, in the first place, our Scuser is a thoroughbred animal, the son of harness and chisels. While there is no getting at the pedigree of your dog at all, he is old and as ugly. He is old and as ugly as a worn-out cab horse. So Natalia is irritated by the saying that Scuser's lower jaw is shorter than the upper jaw and he cannot hold anything in his mouth. Then Natalia is saying that our Scuser is a thoroughbred animal, means a fully bred animal, and he is a son of harness and chisels. That is a father and mother of Scuser. While his dog, that means Lemov's dog, and its name is Gus, and its pedigree. Pedigree, I already told you that pedigree means that descent, the breed of the pedigree means the race or descent of the dog, and it was not known by you. And your dog is an ugly one, an old one, and a worn-out cab horse. Worn-out cab horse means a tired and weak carriage horse. That means Natalia is saying that your Gus is a tired and old dog. Lemov, he is old, but I wouldn't take 5 Scusers for him. Why? How can you? Gus is a dog. As for Scuser, well, it is too funny to argue. Anybody you like has a dog as good as Scuser. You may find them under every bush almost. 25 rubles would be a handsome price to pay for him. And for this, Lemov is saying that yes, my Gus is an old one, but I wouldn't take 5 Scusers for him. And Gus is a good dog, and Scuser, it is very funny to argue between Gus and Scuser, and anybody you like has a dog like a Scuser. So everyone has a dog like Scuser, and you can find Scuser almost under the bush. And I think it's 25 rubles would be a handsome price for Scuser. Natalia, there is some demon of contradiction in you today, Ivan Vasilinovich. First you pretended that the meadows are yours. Now that Gus is better than Scuser. I don't like people who don't say what they mean, because you know perfectly well that Scuser is 100 times better than your silly Gus. Why do you want to say he isn't? Then Natalia is replying that there is some demon of contradiction. Demon of contradiction means disagreement. Disagreement about some matters. And today you are disagreeing with the matters. And first you tell that Oxen Meadows are yours. And now you are proving that Gus is better than Scuser. And I don't like people who are saying this ridicule arguments, because you know that Scuser is 100 times better than your Gus. And why you are don't saying about that? And in this way Natalia is arguing that you are today you are, Ivan Vasilinovich, today you are arguing, today you are disagreeing with lots of matters. Okay. Lemov, I see, Natalia Stepanova, that you consider me either blind or a fool. You must realize that Scuser is overshot. Natalia, it is not true. Lemov, he is. Natalia, it is not true. Lemov, why shout, madam? Natalia, why talk rot? It's awful. It is time for Gus was shot, and you compare him with Scuser. Lemov, excuse me, I cannot continue this discussion. My heart is palpitating. Natalia, I have noticed that those hunters argue most who know least. Lemov, madam, please be silent. My heart is going to pieces. Shouts, shut up. Natalia, I shan't shut up until you acknowledge that Scuser is 100 times better than your Gus. Lemov, 100 times worse. Be hanged to your Scuser. His head, eyes, shoulder. Natalia, there is no need to hang your silly Gus. He is half dead already. Lemov weeps. Shut up. My heart is bursting. Natalia, I shan't shut up. So in this way, their argument is continuing. Lemov is saying that, are you considering me as a fool or a blind? And you have to realize that your Scuser is an overshot. Then Natalia is not accepting that. Then Lemov is again saying that, why are you shouting? And your Scuser is an overshot animal. Then Lemov is saying that you have to stop this discussion. My heart is going to palpitate. That means his heart is again beating. But Natalia is saying that I will shout. I know that the hunters argue most who know least. The hunters who know anything that persons are arguing. Then Lemov is again saying that you have to be silent because my heart is going into pieces. Then Natalia is saying that I shall not shut up until you acknowledge that Scuser is 100 times better than Gus. But Lemov is not ready to accept that. Then Natalia is again arguing that her Scuser is better than the Gus. Then Lemov is saying that be hanged to your Scuser. And then Natalia opposing it that your Scuser is already half died because of the age. Then Lemov is again telling that my heart is bursting. Then Natalia is telling that I will not shut up. Okay, so in this way their argument is continuing. They are arguing with the silly matters that they are proving that their dog is better than the other one. Okay, in this way their argument is continuing. Enter Chubukov. Chubukov, what is the matter now? Natalia, Papa, tell us truly, which is a better dog, our Scuser or his Gus? Lemov, Stepan Stepanovich, I implore you to tell me just one thing. Is your Scuser overshot or not? Yes or no? Chubukov, and suppose he is, what does it matter? He is the best dog in the district for all that and so on. Lemov, but isn't my Gus better? Really now? So then, Natalia's father, Chubukov, enters to the scene and Chubukov is inquiring what is going on here. Then Natalia is telling her father, you have to tell which is the better dog, Scuser or Gus. Then Lemov also asks Chubukov, you have to tell whether Scuser is overshot or not. Then Chubukov is replying that anyway, sometimes he will be an overshot, but what is the matter with that? Scuser is the best dog in the district. Then Lemov asks Chubukov, what about his dog Gus? Is he better? Chubukov, don't excite yourself, my precious one. Allow me. Your Gus certainly has his good points. He is purebred, firm on his feet, has well-sprung ribs and all that. But my dear man, if you want to know the truth, that dog has two defects. He is old and he is short in the muscle. So, for the question of Lemo, Chubukov is answering that you have to allow me to answer, Lemo. Your guess is certainly had some good points. So, what are the good points that Chubukov is telling about Gus? He is a pure breed one, fame on his feet, and he has well sprung ribs. Ribs means chest bones. So, Gus has well sprung chest bone and all that. But there is a truth. What was the truth? Your dog Gus has two defects, and one is he is very old, and another one he is short in the muscle. Muscle here means that nose and mouth of an animal. So he is very short in the muscle means Gus has very short nose and mouth. Okay. Lemo, excuse me, my heart. Let's take the facts. You will remember that on the Marunsky hunt, my Gus ran neck and neck with the Count's dog, while your Scusa was left for a whole west behind. Chibukov, he got left behind because the Count's whipper hit him with his whip. So Lemov is again arguing that, can you remember a thing? On the Marunsky hunt, my Gus ran neck and neck. Ran neck and neck means side by side with the Count's dog. Count is a person, a well-known person in that village, that is Count, somewhat of a minister or something else. So my Gus in the side of Count's dog, he is ran with the Count's dog, and while your Scusa was a very left behind. Your Scusa was a whole worst means very bad. Then Chubukov is saying that it's only because the Count's whipper means wiping boy, who hit him with his whip. Whip means cane with a string. So that is why Scusa left behind. Lemo, and with good reason, the dogs are running after a fox when Scusa goes and starts worrying a sheep. And Lemo is saying that at the time of hunting, all the dogs are running after fox, chasing fox, but your Scusa always starts worrying a sheep. Then Chubukov, it is not true, my dear fellow. I am very liable to lose my temper, and so, just because of that, let's stop arguing. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dogs. Yes, we are all like that. You too, sir, aren't blameless. You no sooner begin with this, that, and the other, and all that. I remember everything. So Chubukov is saying that it was not true, and you are telling something else. That means you are always talking this and that, and you are making some quarrelsome, and I am not ready to lose my temper, and everybody else is always jealous of another's dogs. You are also like that, and you have to be very blameless person, and you no sooner begin with this, that, and other, and I remember everything. For this, Lemo replies that, Lemo, I remember too. Chubukov teasing him, I remember too. What do you remember? Lemo, my heart, my foot's gone to sleep, I can't. So Lemo is telling that I am remembering also. Then Chubukov teasing him, making fun of him, and tells that, imitate him like, I remember too, and what are you remembering? Then Lemo is again telling that my heart, my foot's gone to sleep. That means again his heart is beating very highly. That means that palpitation is again came to his heart. Natalia teasing, my heart, what sort of a hunter are you? You ought to go and lie on the kitchen oven and catch black beetles, not go after foxes, my heart. So Natalia also teasing Lemo by saying that my heart, and what kind of a hunter are you? It's better you have to go and lie on the kitchen oven and catch black beetles. Beetles is an insect, so you can catch beetles and not go after fox. That means you are not a good hunter. You can catch beetles in the kitchen. That is better for you. In this way, Natalia replies and teases her. Chubukov, yes, really. What sort of a hunter are you? Anyway, you ought to sit at home with your palpitations and not to go tracking animals. You could go hunting, but you only go to argue with people and interfere with their dogs and so on. Let's change the subject in case I lose my temper. You are not a hunter at all, anyway. And Chubukov is also saying that yes, that was real. You are not a hunter and you have to sit in your home with your palpitation and not to go and tracking animals for the hunting. It's better you have to sit in the home, and you are always, when you are going for the hunting, you are always arguing with the people and interfering with them with their dogs and so on subjects. So you have to be in your home. It's better for you not to go for hunting. And also we can change the subject, in case I will lose my temper, and you are not a hunter at all. Lemo, and are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get in with the count and to intrigue? Oh my heart, you are an intriguer. Chibuko, what? I am an intriguer. Shouts, shut up. Lemo, intriguer. Chibuko, boy, pup. Lemo, old rat, Jesuit. Chibuko, shut up or I will shoot you like a partridge, you fool. The Lemo is saying that, are you a hunter? Lemo is asking Chibuko, are you a hunter? You always going for hunting to get in with the count and to intrigue. You are therefore intriguing with the count and you are an intriguer. So hearing this, Chibuko become very angry and he is saying that, what are you saying? I am an intriguer. You have to shut up your mouth. The Lemo is again telling that you are an intriguer. Then Chibuko asks him to boy pup. Pup means a small dog. He calls Lemo was a pup. The Lemo called Chibuko was old rat, Jesuit. Here Jesuit means the word for Jesus Christ. Lemo is telling the name of Jesus Christ. Then Chibuko is telling Lemo that you have to shut up, otherwise I will shoot you like a partridge. Partridge is a bird, a pigeon-like bird. Lemo, everybody knows that. Oh my heart, your late wife used to beat you. My feet, temples, sparks, I fall. Chibuko, and you are under the slipper of your housekeeper. So again they are arguing and Lemo is saying that your late wife always beat you and he feels his heart is palpitating. Then Chibuko is saying that you are always under your slipper of your housekeeper. Lemo, there, my heart's burst, my shoulder come off. Where is my shoulder? I die. Falls into an armchair, a doctor. Chibuko, boy, milk shop, fool. I'm sick. Drinks water. Natalia, what sort of a hunter are you? You can't even sit on a horse. To her father, Papa, what is the matter with him? Papa, look, Papa. Screams, Ivan Vasilinovich, he is dead. Chibuko, I am sick. I can't breathe air. So, Lemo is again telling some abuses to Chibuko, but because of the palpitation, he cannot say anything. His heart is becoming very weak. Then Chibuko is again call him fool, milk shops, and imitating that I am sick. Then Natalia is also saying that you are not a hunter and even you cannot know how to sit on a horse. Then she noticed that Chibuko is fall into the armchair. Then she asked her father to check what happened to Chubukov. And in the last line you can also see that it's Chubukov is written there, but it is Lemo. That is why that's there. I am sick, I cannot breathe. That means Lemo's condition is going bad. His heart is palpitating very badly. Natalia, he is dead, pulls Lemo's sleeve. Ivan Vasilinovich, what have you done to me? He is dead. Falls into an armchair. A doctor. Hysterics. Chibuko, oh, what is it? What is the matter? Natalia wails, he is dead. Chibuko, who is dead? Looks at Lemo. So he is, my word, water, a doctor. Lips a tumbler to Lemo's mouth. Drink this. No, he doesn't drink. It means he is dead and all that. I am the most unhappy of men. Why don't I put a bullet into my brain? Why haven't I cut my throat yet? What am I waiting for? Give me a knife, give me a pistol. Lemo moves. He seems to be coming round. Drink some water. That's right. So, Natalia is worried that Lemov is not moving and she is worrying that he was dead. Then Chubukov is also understand that he was not moving. He tries to give some water to him but he is not moving. Then Chubukov cares himself. He was an unhappy man. He want to put a bullet into his brain, and why I'm not cutting my throat, and why I'm for waiting. Give me a knife or a pistol. I'm ready to kill myself. Then at the same time Lemov moves, and now he knows that Chubukov knows that Lemov is in conscious mind, so he offers some drink for Lemov. Lemov, I see stars mist, where am I? Chubukov, hurry up and get married and well, to the devil with you. She is willing. He puts Lemov's hand into his daughter's. She is willing and all that. I give you my blessing and so on. Only leave me in peace. Lemov getting up. What? To whom? And Chubukov is hurrying and he is saying that you have to get married to my daughter. She is willing, and he puts Lemov's hand into his daughter's hand, and he is telling that she is willing to marry you, and I will give all my blessings to you. Only leave me in peace. That means you have not again make quarreling about this silly matters. You have to leave me in peace. But Lemov did not understand the situation because he was unconscious for a moment, so he did not know what to do. That is why he is telling that what or to whom. In this way he is not understanding the situation because of the palpitation of his heart. Chubukov, she is willing. Well, kiss and be damned to you. Natalia wails, he is alive. Yes, I am willing. Chubukov, kiss each other. Lemov, kiss whom? They kiss. Very nice too. Excuse me, what it all about? Oh, now I understand. My heart. Stars, I am happy. Natalia Stepanova kisses her hand. My foot's gone to sleep. Natalia, I am happy too. Chubukov, but a weight of my shoulders off. Natalia, but still you will admit now that Gus is worse than Squeezer. Lemov, better. Natalia, worse. Chubukov, well, that is a way to start your family bliss. Have some champagne. Lemov, he is better. Natalia, worse. Chubukov trying to shout her down. Champagne. Curtain. Then curtain falls. Lemov says he stars. He cannot know where he was. He asks where he is. Chubukov asks him to hurry up and get married. Then Natalia is also willing to marry him. Chubukov asks them to kiss each other. Lemov asks whom he should kiss. He then says that he understands, and they kisses each other, and Natalia is also very happy, and Chubukov feels that a weight has come off from his shoulders. But then also they are quarreling, and Natalia is demanding Lemov to say that Gus is worse than Squeezer, but Lemov is again saying that it is better. Natalia asks him to say worse. At that time, Chubukov is saying that that's the way you start your family bliss. In this way, you are starting your family's bliss. Then have some champagne. But Natalia is again saying that Gus is worse than Squeezer. Then Chubukov, trying to shout her down, offers some champagne for this occasion. As you know, champagne is a costly drink, so he offers some champagne for this occasion to shut her down this occasion. So at that time the curtain falls. So that is the end of our one act play. So my dear children, that's the end of our lesson. So you have to understood that the proposal is really a great comedy. It is full of great humor. This is caused by the foolish behavior of Lemov, Natalia and her father Chubukov. Lemov comes to Natalia's house to propose. He talks of the oxen meadows as their own. Lemov says that they are his, but Natalia says they are theirs. The argument is highly comical. They start accusing each other. Lemov says Chubukov's mother was a humbugged. Chubukov says Lemov's father was a gambler. His younger own ran away with an architect. They call each other intriguer, pup, old rat, etc. So these are highly humorous. When Chubuko asks Lemo to kiss, Lemo asks kiss whom? This is again make some humor to you. So in this way the proposal is a humorous play and they are making quarreling on silly matters. So even after this marriage they are making this same behavior, that they are making quarrels in some silly matters. The verbal fight between Natalia, Chubukov and Lemov is really humorous and makes us laugh fully. It means that laughter is very much needed to keep life going smoothly. We have seen the witty and humorous persons are always cheerful and bring it to others also. So we can hope that their life is again in this humorous way. Their life is going on again in this humorous way, and they will fight for such other silly matters. Okay, my dear children, I'm winding up for today. So we have taken the proposal in 3 parts. You have to watch the videos and read the lesson very carefully and study well. So we can see later. Be always happy and study well for your examination. Be safe. Thank you.